So I've been going through a lot of stuff lately, nothing heavy or anything like that, just, stressful, overwhelming adult stuff. I'm a grown man, I have stuff to do, and it's just kind of been overwhelming for me. And that's kind of been activating my OCD a little bit more. I say activating like I'm a robot and it comes on and off. It's always there, but just when I realize when I'm stressed, it kind of takes over a little bit more. For those of you that don't know, OCD is obsessive compulsive disorder. It's something where a person has to do something routinely in order to continue their regular day. So it can be something as small as, having to check the doors locked 3 times before going to bed, or you just get anxious and worried. So that's not a super severe case. A super severe case would be someone who has to spin around 3 times, wash their hands, and then do something else. And they have to do that before doing anything else with their day. And it seems weird and strange to the people that are watching that are not that person with OCD, but to them it's completely normal. It's completely real. They have to do it. So it ranges, and you can fix it with behavioral therapy and just training yourself to realize like, okay, I don't need to give in to these impulses, these compulsiveness types of behavior. For me personally, it's very mild. There's only a few certain things that I need to do. Just to give an example, I have a very strict routine of where I put things. My keys go one place, my phone usually goes in another, and if they're not in that place, then I freak out. I get very anxious because I'm afraid that I'm going to lose them or misplace them. Or when I get to work, I bring a backpack with me. When I turn off my car, I immediately put my keys in my backpack. That's the number one first thing I do. And then I get out of the car. And my reasoning for that is so that way I don't leave my keys in the car, lock my keys in the car. And so what I'll do then, which is the strange part, is I'll open the backpack again, look for the keys, close it, then lock the car door, and then close the car door. That's my routine. And if I don't do it, I get very anxious. I get very, I feel really weird until I get that compulsion completed. And that's just one of the examples. Another thing would be if I'm sitting in a living space. If I'm sitting there and something's crooked, I have to fix it. Like I just have to. If I don't fix it, it will bother me until it's done. And the weird thing is, I know there's crooked stuff in the back of me right now in the very messy bookshelf. If I don't notice it, it doesn't bother me. But as soon as I notice it, it's an issue. Yeah, so that's been acting up because of all the stress and overwhelmingness that I've been feeling lately, trying to cope and deal with it. But then that transfers over to YouTube and how I do things creatively. I also probably have ADHD. I was never diagnosed, but the way I describe it to other people, they're like, that does sound like ADHD. I have a lot of creative thoughts and ideas, but it's all scrambled up here. Like, even I know it doesn't make sense up here. If you meet me in real life and you're talking to me, I might say something out of the blue because my train of thought just goes all over the place. So for a while, when I first started dating my girlfriend, she would get really frustrated because we would just be hanging out, talking about whatever, and then I would just completely left field her, and she would have no idea where it came from. So I had to work on explaining my train of thought and just saying like, oh, we mentioned this, that reminded me of this, which reminded me of this, which then got me to think of this, and this is why I said that. Like, that is how my brain works. So OCD, ADHD, things are starting to, come up more as the more I'm stressed. And so with YouTube, I'm starting to question everything. I'm starting to just completely melt down, think, what am I doing? Why am I doing this? I'm a perfectionist, so things that are not perfect, which nothing is ever going to be perfect. Like, life isn't perfect. I'm not perfect. I need to get over that. I just start questioning things. I want to delete my channel. Oh, it's a lot, and that's what I've been going through. And my friends can definitely tell you, and even some people that have been subscribed to this channel for a long time, I delete stuff a lot. Now it's usually just my Twitter because it's not as harmful as deleting my channel that I've grown so much from where I started. But I would start new channels, I would start new game files. It goes on and on and on. I've talked about this before. Regardless, It's been a wild ride, and I'm so proud of where I've gone, and I'm so grateful for all of you that have supported me this far. And I just wanted to apologize for how scatterbrained I am and how inconsistent I am. But I have a full-time job. I provide for my family. I got mental health issues. I have a really good support system, and I love them, and I love you guys. I love you guys so much. Stopping in for streams, commenting on my videos, everything like that. Uh, so yeah, I wanted to apologize for that, and then also in my last video, I said that I was going to do a DLC list for my fake Smash Bros. Kingdom Hearts game if it got over 20 likes, and it did. Thank you guys so much for that, by the way. I'm not feeling it anymore. And this is where I like my OCD, and I'm feeling bad is because I announced this whole Kingdom Hearts month, and I'm really excited for it, and people like it, and I want to keep doing stuff with it, but with this video in particular and some of the other ones, I started working on it, and I'm like, I just don't have the heart to continue. I don't have the heart to keep this video going. For those of you that have been watching the channel for a while, this is a common thing. I'll start videos and not finish them, like a series, or even I did a Subspace Emissary video, and I said if I died or got a game over 4 times, I would have to make a Rosalina video for every time I got a game over, because I hate Rosalina. Like, I really hate that character in Smash. Anyway, I only made one video. There's still 3 to be made, and I like to be a man of my word. I like to be trusted, and I don't want you guys to be skeptical of what I say, and I'm working on that. I'm just trying to say my OCD, my ADHD, it definitely messes with that, and it kind of ruins my motivation. And that's another thing with the ADHD is, as you can tell even in this video, I'm kind of all over the place right now. My ideas go left and right. So I'll be working on a DLC video for this Smash Kingdom Hearts game. But as I'm doing it, I lose motivation and want to go do another project. And it's like it's very unproductive. It's very frustrating because I'm just working hard and I'm visualizing something. It's not coming out the exact way I want it. So then I just move on to the next one. So what's going on with the channel? So I jumped the gun with the Kingdom Hearts month. I really enjoyed doing it. Kingdom Hearts is my favorite game. Smash is kind of like my brand, but I'm starting to thinking about leaning away from that kind of stuff and just doing what I love and just seeing where it goes. I've been worried about the numbers, but I really have no reason to, because I'm like, I'm just a small thing in this big entity that is YouTube, and I'm not even going to sit here and bitch and complain about the algorithm. It is what it is, and people are playing the game extremely well, and I can't really be bitter about that. I can't really be upset. I don't want to play the rules of the game, so to speak, being the YouTube algorithm. I kind of want to do my own stuff and just create my own content, which isn't going to get pushed up at all. But I mean, if I'm enjoying it, if you guys are enjoying it, that's all I can really ask for.